Yeah, g'day. My name's Pete. I'm from a place called Frankston in Victoria, Australia. And over the last 20 years, I've had a hell of a lot of adventures. And to be honest, most of them I probably should never have even made it back from. But I'm still here, and there's one place I keep coming back to, and that's New Zealand. Absolutely love this place, and the people are just its greatest asset. I love my hunting and fishing, and I've worked as a hunting and fishing guide the world over, and also as a military contractor, a bit of time in the army, and just a general sort of adventure dude. But it's about time I shared a few of my adventures with the internet world out there. Now, I've got to warn you, I'm not politically correct, and the videos do contain hunting scenes and quite a bit of swearing. So I hope you enjoy them all the same. Cheers. Well, there's very little I love more than hunting fallow deer. Few reasons. Probably the number one is their accessibility. They're an animal that loves to graze on marginal country. Probably browse maybe 10% of their diet and graze 90%. So you find them on the edges of dockland where it meets farm, and where the forest sort of just transitions through manuka into pasture. So they're a very easy animal to hunt, and I can get pretty much anyone of any fitness level onto a fallow deer within a day. So most of my guiding and a lot of my time as a deer culler was done hunting fallow deer. Look, they're just a wonderful little creature. They taste fantastic. They hang out in big groups. I've seen them in groups of up to 100. And, we can take people out on the backs of farms and see as many as 300 in a day. So for this hunt, I thought I'd hunt the fallow block. It's private land out the back of Wanganui. And look, there's literally, probably millions of them in the Wanganui area. And Hamish Luce from Muddy Waters Hunting and I are lucky enough to have access to, just an amazing property. So I thought I'd get some of my favourite clients back. Now, I had a lot of clients through, probably 500-600 or so, but there's a few that always stand out. And these guys, a bunch of rednecks, a hobbit-like dwarf from Matamata and Happy Gilmore and fucking Aucklander. But he's alright. So I thought I'd get him down. We got on the rantan and had a bit of a laugh. Now, let's not forget that, the bush is the place to have a bit of a lair up, have a few beers, but the safety factor, mate, one mistake and you're dead. So know your limits, eh?
Delightful morning on the fallow block. These guys here, which makes it, I've got these guys here. So we're going to go out and roll some fallow. We got one last night. We'll get a few more today.
So as usual, we got on the fallow deer pretty much straight away and proceeded to spend the rest of the day giving each other shit about, pretty much everything really. Look, it's one of the things I love most about hunting. Time away from, the city, reality, all of that kind of stuff. And just boys being boys, guys out, bringing home a feed and having a laugh. So, managed to film bugger all of it.
Straight in on here.
There was one exception though. Paul stepped it up for the team and managed to get a kill shot on video.
Yeah, that's Neck.
So with a few deer on the ground, time for a bit of Redneck games. These are all A category firearms and this is all legal. So we pinged the odd magpie that landed at the range and we beat up a bit of steel. There was the old big argument, what's better, Steyr or AR? And I swear by Steyr.
Fucking ARs, eh?
See, can't hit anything with them. Fucking rubbish.
So we headed out again, and we thought we'd settle once and for all the argument, what's better, Steyr or AR? Well, you all know the outcome, of course, it's a Steyr. So we got the boys to work as gun dogs. Now, I might add, we know the property exceptionally well, we know each other, and at no point was anyone in any risk of being shot while we're doing this. But we basically got the boys to bump a mob of fallow deer down onto us. Now, they're probably about 100.
Yeah.
They split in about 3 different directions, and the majority of the mob we engage is still in a gut that we can't quite clearly see, but you do see 1 or 2 fall over. So enjoy. Oh, and if you know what you're listening for, you'll hear the hits. So I guess we're going to call it a draw. An even amount of deer dropped to each one. We filled the tray of the ute up and proceeded to bury Crumpet up a hill in the rain. Everything fell out the back. We pissed ourselves laughing. I wish we had the camera going. But it was a great hunt. These guys are great blokes. And if you want to hunt the fallow block with us, you're welcome to. But remember, we have fun, but you got to know your limits.
Check out that puddle. The funny thing was, this time, Hamish, who was on the couch under a blanket, was there. Yeah. Now there is strong denial from the culprit that it appears sometime around about 4 this morning Hamish received a golden shower.